I've been a shrimper since I was a little kid. Our vacations after school, we used to go fishing with my dad. I was 9 years old. Since that age, I started fishing. I started being a shrimper. Yeah, this is my room, captain's room. This is where I sleep. Like my books, a hanging book. We call it hanging book. Anything that I need for down there in the engine room, anywhere, or my clothes. Right here's my life jacket, captain's life jacket, and glad to have my own room now. Instead of sharing with somebody else, I have my own private room now. Because I always wanted to be a captain. I finally had the opportunity, and they gave it to me, and I took it.
A gumbo is a mixture of everything like here. This is what you call a gumbo. You got chicken, you got sausage, you got celery, you got onions, you got bell peppers, and of course the red beans and then the rice. A Cajun, if he doesn't have his rice, I mean he's lost. My father was a shrimper before me, and my grandfather was a fisherman, and my great-grandfather, and myself, and our son named Jack. My wife's family come from fishermen also. It's in the people's blood. It's something that you're born with and you inherit. For a long time, in years past, how the shrimp industry went is how Brownsville went before other industries came in. So, and these are all mom and pop operators. They own one boat, two boats, some three boats, four, five boats, but mostly it's one, two, three boats they own. Everybody banks here, everybody lives here, everybody goes to school here. So I believe the shrimp industry means a great deal to the people of Brownsville and Port Isabel and the surrounding area.
That's where we put all the shrimp. Ooh, a lot more than 200 boxes, about 100 pounds a box. Down here, it's always 10 below zero. And this is the plotter. This is what we call the plotter. Gives you all the hangings. A hanging, it's an object. Sometimes it could be a rack. It could be some rocks or something real heavy that you can pick up so you tear up your nets. All those X's, all those little black X's, they're hangings. And all those white lines that I got, those are routes. I usually work on the areas that my dad used to work back then. And a lot of people today, they stay away from those areas because they don't know those places. Because they mess up. At this time of the year, usually the shrimp is on bad bottom.
I don't know. I bought this lot a long time ago, and they were selling lots, and they happened to have a bayou behind me. It's not a resaca; it's a bayou. Oh, here they call it resaca, and that's the difference. And I said it'd be nice to live on the bayou again, so we built this house here, and so I still live on the bayou. Well, Cajun was one of the first people that came whenever the industry took off. But there was a lot of other people, the Floridians, the Georgians, and the people from all over came over. But I guess the Cajun was the first one that experimented, that came away from home and tried another area. The reason is that the shrimp we was fishing white shrimp all the time. And the shrimp in Louisiana sort of called played out. It was the late 40s and early 50s. And we heard about all the nice, wonderful shrimp catches they was making off of Texas and Mexico. So some of us decided to come and try, and we came over here, and a lot of shrimp, but it was brown shrimp.
Right here where the TV goes, all this string is to tie in it. All this twine is to tie the TV right here, the VCR right here. Right here, this is my chair. This is a captain's chair. Right here. All night long till I go to bed. Because I stay up from 6 o'clock in the afternoon till 1 o'clock in the morning. That's when we pick up the first drag. And then the second drag is from 1 o'clock till 7 o'clock a.m. in the morning. That's the second drag. Yeah, three, four, because by the time they finish the first drag, they usually take them about an hour and a half. From an hour to an hour and a half, depends how much shrimp you caught. But usually I go to bed around 2, 3 o'clock the latest in the morning. And then my rigman takes over. And I'll go to bed until 7 o'clock a.m. in the morning. He wakes me up. Unless we have something on the last try,
it's a hard life going out there and stay away from your family 40 days, 30 days. Coming in, sometimes your kid don't recognize you. When they were small, my daughter didn't recognize me one time. It made me feel bad.
I would worry that he'd get sick and that he wouldn't be able to work for a while. And that meant that no money was coming in, and I couldn't have gone to work with the kids and having him sick. No, I think it must be the same problems. They have to have so much money for the family, and sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. They have to take care of the kids and to be able to carry whatever they need to carry on, you know.
Ew, they're tight, man. Tighten real tight because they leak. The seas is bad out there. They'll find its way to get in the water. But stuff that my dad used to tell us, man, just work hard. That's all he used to tell us. You want to make it up in this business, you got to work hard. Yeah, he retired. He was already 68 years old. He had a heart attack. He was at the hospital. They took him in for a bypass, and he didn't make it. He didn't make it. That was hard on us, because he's the one that kept us going. Showed us how to sew nets, do everything as a shrimper. Yeah, that's what I'm glad of, that I learned from my dad, the netting. Because that's why I always picture him back there, sewing, drinking coffee, and smoking cigarette. That was it. That's what it reminds me about. My dad when I'm out there.
I was accepted by the community, you know, and after I got off the boat, I got involved with the community also. In fact, I became president of the Chamber of Commerce and got involved with the church outfits, with the city, and in fact, I even run for office. And doggone it, to my surprise, I won, and now I'm involved with the navigation district. I'm kind of disturbed, of what's going to happen in the future, and you don't see many younger people going into business now, and part of the reason is the future is not sort of bright like it was when I came in. Well, it's been quite a battle between the shrimping industry and environmentalists. Of course, all the shrimpers are environmentalists. They want to protect the waters and everything else, but the ways of doing it is where we differ. Some of the environmentalists, as far as the turtle issue, you might have heard the turtle protection, which is it's a good idea, but it makes us lose, a lot of shrimp. And once you adapt to this, it's all right. But now, what the environmentalists done is you adapt to one segment of it, one contraption. Now they want you to change it to another one, which is that's when the fight starts. Hey, look, we're doing the best we can. We're avoiding turtles, and then you want us to change again. You can't satisfy everybody, so you have to learn to try to work together. And we've been trying to do that, but some people want their way and they don't want to compromise.
No, not my boy. That's hard being away from your family that long. And when you're in here, you're about a week. And sometimes it's hard to spend days with your family because you're doing chores there around the house that need to be done when you get home. So you gotta finish the stuff you need to get done, and you only spend about a day or 2 days with them, and then you're back out again. So it's kind of hard. So I don't recommend it. Not to my son. Not to my son.
Brownsville, very good to me. I mean, I raised my kids here, and I've done well for myself here. We thought about moving, but every time I think about moving, I said I'll go spend a few days where I come from. I said, well, I like it just as much over here.